All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the A.J.I show, episode 39. If you're not already following, please do, and share this with all of your friends, your families, your brothers, your sisters, your moms, your dads, your aunts, your uncles, and your cats, dogs, owners. Your cats, dogs, owners. I messed that up. On today's episode, we are going to have a special guest. His name is Connor Pullman. He is an influencer. I'd say I should have asked him. We're recording this right after he left. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoy this. My wife's not going to be in it, unfortunately. I'm sorry, you guys. But my camera can only have 2 people in frame. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. See you in the show.
We're live.
Yeah. We're recording. This one's all good. That one's all good.
Cool.
So... All right. So how you doing?
Good. No intro, no nothing like that. We're just doing it, huh?
Well, I'm gonna record a separate intro and then just like, bam, you're just there.
Yeah, let's do it. That's sick, dude.
So this is
I'm Connor Pullman.
Connor Pullman.
Nice to meet you, podcast folks.
Yeah, I met him just outside the gym. You were offering people ice baths.
Yeah, just a little bit of a wild idea I came up with. I was like, do a lot of fishing content, make a lot of fishing style videos. I make a lot of random videos, but
yeah,
I'm huge into it, and I just want to share that part of my life. And I know a lot of people haven't done it, so I kind of bridged the gap. I was like, let's do it.
Yeah,
why not? 500 pounds of ice, it was sick. So, and he was a warrior. He went for a solid 2 minutes. I have about 20 videos to get through of uploading, so yeah. I'm trying to still balance it, fishing content and ice bath. So I'm like that's every good. Other video, or every few I'm throwing in the ice bath video. So
at least you got some content to be stacked up. I'm kind of struggling on posting every day, which I need to get better at, but
it's a challenge.
I'll get there.
It's a grind, yeah.
Yeah. See, I like fishing, but I'm not the best at it.
Yeah.
I really only have ever caught trout, and that's about it.
Yeah, I think the talent of fishing is patience.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like any skill. I feel like it's like to really become good at any skill, it's time and patience, right? But fishing just happens to be expensive too. It's not just like you can read a book and get better at fishing. It's just spending time doing it, right? Like I just always done it. That was actually what I wanted to be when I was a child.
Oh yeah.
I've always wanted 2 things. I wanted to become an entrepreneur, and I actually wanted to like chase entrepreneurship via fishing. Like I wanted that to be my dream, like is to become a professional fisherman. But yeah, like my parents started to go fund me for me when I was like 13, and I got a bow, and
that's so awesome.
It didn't really go. I mean, we got a boat and it was fun. I went out, but you get into high school and start hanging out with your bros and girls and chasing the wrong thing. So I fell out of fishing for a long time, but I'm getting back into it really, really heavy now.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've been seeing you going like ice fishing, stuff like that. I've been ice fishing maybe like once in my life, and that was with back when I was a Boy Scout and stuff like that. I went with
my first time ice fishing and whatnot. Was same scenario, Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
I fell in love with ice fishing this year, like all in. My business is the business I'm in is pretty seasonal. I build custom swimming pools. Oh, yeah. And like the buying signals from homeowners, it's on a trend, right, of the weather. It feels like it's like, am I able to build a pool year round? Are you able to buy a pool from me year round? Yes. Yeah. But like the mentality of like, hey, I want a pool doesn't kick in until it's 110 outside for some reason.
Right.
And then they're like, hey, I need a pool right now. And I'm like, hey, can't build you a pool in the same day. But so in the winter, I'm like really, really slow, and I have lots and lots of time. And so I bought Starlink this year.
Oh, yeah.
So I take it up in the mountains, in the high mountains where there's no phone service, set it up, and I live stream trout fishing.
That's awesome.
On the
ice.
Sounds
like so much fun.
I'll take you, bro. We're going to go ice fishing, I'm telling
you. Dude, I'd love to do that. It's a bit cold, but I mean, I don't mind.
Well, I got a nice insulated tent.
I was
with a nice heater in it, and I got Wi-Fi, bro. Like it's kind of. I go up there for over 15 hours, and I could just be like, we take this iPad to like watch my chat. But like a lot of times I stream to like 0 viewers a lot, and that's just part of the grind, right? It's just like streaming it, anyways.
Yeah.
And we'll just be like watching like whatever. Like we'll watch like Netflix and like watch a movie while fishing slow, or like it's cool.
That's the way to do it,
It's a little luxurious. She don't like it. She gets too cold ice fishing.
My wife would too. She did not like the cold. She also doesn't like going fishing with me either. She's like, oh, you sit there for hours and hours not getting a bite. I'm like,
so look,
it's like half the fun.
She was raised fishing too, and she didn't really like. She doesn't dislike it, but she didn't really like fishing that much. Like, let's be honest, when we first started dating.
Yeah.
But she's the old school style, cast a trout line out, let it sit with bait, and wait till you get a bite.
Yeah.
I bass fish. Okay. And it's cast. You're using lures, not bait.
Yeah.
So it's more interactive, and I happen to notice that like she likes it a lot more. I personally like it a lot more. I'm super ADHD, so for me to like sit and watch my rod, and that's what I'm getting better at too. That's the part of the patience of fishing I'm learning now is trout fishing. Like that's for the older fellas that just want to just escape a little bit and just like
sit
do nothing.
there, enjoy the nature. Every once in a while, get a bite. Yeah.
Think your thoughts and do your greatest shit. But yeah, that's I think she'd like bass fishing because we're catching a lot more. We're doing a lot more. Like I had a bass boat and I sold it, but that was a lot of fun. Like I'd go out before work in the morning. I'd hook my boat up, go in Sand Hollow, go fish for 3 hours, take my boat with me throughout my day, and just have it behind my truck and do my job. And so yeah, that's like my little fishing little thing. That's what I'm really trying to build out. Though I really, really, really want to become like a live streamer for fishing.
That's awesome.
There's not a lot of people doing it.
No, yeah, I haven't seen any.
So I got a friend, Sprayed Up Jay. He's full time. He makes a lot of money on Kick. He does really, really well, and all he does is fishing streams. But he started off with like just chatting streams.
Yeah.
And he was the same thing, like never really been fishing ever. And he's like, one day he's like, I'm gonna go fishing, and then he fell in love with it. So he's transitioning into more of live streaming and fishing. So that's pretty cool for him. But he just won that big Kick award down in Dallas after like he transitioned he transitioned from just chatting, and his transition into doing outdoor streams. Yeah. This was like the difference for him to like really scale. And my stream name's Mr_Average. Just an average guy.
Nice little plug right there. Yeah.
I had to plug it in.
Oh, yeah. We'll plug in everything by the end of this. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
For sure.
What about you? What kind of, tell me a little bit about you. What kind of things, like what are your, you like fishing, but like what's your hobby? Like what's your thing?
Jeez, I don't know. I'm like a very average, below average at a few things, right? So yeah, I really enjoyed things with computers, tech. I somewhat recently kind of got into tattooing a little bit. In like the last 2 years or whatnot.
I'm cool. I'll let you give me something. This is my scribble leg. Like my little brother's done it. High school people have done it. I've tattooed my jellyfish. She did that. Like as far as like this leg is dedicated just like the little dumb little scribble tat. So I think it's cool. It's like a little. I'll let you give me a little scribble tat eventually. That's cool. All right.
Yeah, I have a little separate Instagram of just like tattoos I've done, mainly just on friends and stuff like that. Mainly because I'm not licensed, so like legal issues. If I do happen to tattoo some random person, they're like, "Oh well, you didn't have a license or whatnot." So yeah, just for friends, stuff like that. They give me pretty generous donations with that. So
yeah, why not?
I'm like, heck yeah.
That's sick.
So it's something I enjoy doing, sitting down, talking to them, doing art. I did a lot of art back in high school. And then I went to the university down here. And then, I don't know, that was going decent, I guess. No, not really. No, I didn't really like it too much. I mean, like, I enjoyed the learning part of it and whatnot, but just like the whole school system and whatnot, it wasn't for me,
Would you feel that same way in high school as well, or was it just strictly college that you're?
I enjoyed high school. I feel like maybe if I applied myself more in the university and not like partied as much with friends, because that was another big thing, was a lot of distractions as well.
Yeah.
That drew away from my schooling and whatnot. But like at this age, like I wanna be having fun. I don't want to just completely just stick to.
And you're what, 24?
All of that and whatnot. I'm going to be 23.
23. Yeah, you're a young
next
fella.
month. Yeah.
A couple more years and you'll be having a kid on the way. And like I'm 25, have first baby on the way. I'm married now.
My wife keeps bugging me. We just went to my wife's sister's gender reveal, and she was like, "It's our turn next. I was like, "I know," but there's like there's a lot of pressure in that because like when I have a kid, I want to I want to be there as much as I can for him,
Right.
for it, and I want to be able to support it as well. And like right now, like living paycheck to paycheck, like it is going to be real difficult. Or in my opinion, it'd be real difficult. But
Definitely.
I feel like when that time comes, I feel like we'll definitely be supported in some sort of way. I heard a lot from a lot of people that once that blessing does come into your life, like things just end up falling through and like turning out okay, you know?
Yeah.
And so like I just gotta get over that fear, I guess, and yeah, because that is something I do want in the future. So
some kids and stuff. Yeah. See, I can't really speak upon quite yet, like the experience that I have. It's like it's not quite real.
mm-hmm.
I feel like I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but like for me, it's been like, dude. For me, it's like I haven't. I don't want to sound like I'm like a not present husband. I'm a very present husband. I do a lot with my wife, right? But like, she has through her pregnancy worked a normal job. She chose that. She wanted to work through her pregnancy, just stay active while she could. And again, she got pregnant in October. Yeah. And that's right at the end of my busy season. And like knowingly, everybody that knows me knows like from like November through February, like it almost feels like I'm unemployed, right? Like I work maybe a couple hours a week, like at best. Yeah. Those times of the year. So, and this year I fell into ice fishing. And so she's like working a job, pregnant, you know, and it's just on the other end of the spectrum. It looks like I'm just out fishing every day with the bros, drinking some beers. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, it hasn't been super. It's getting more and more real. Like, we did our 32 or 33 week scan, our last ultrasound today. That was real. You could see his face. Like, you could see features. He has a lot of hair. Like, you could see. It's a baby. But for me, like, again, it's like my life hasn't really changed. Yeah. My sleep hasn't changed. My diet hasn't had to change. You know, I haven't had to I haven't had to stop drinking. I didn't like, there's a lot of things that everything changes the day they find out they're pregnant, right? Or I guess when they are pregnant, everything changes, right? Yeah. They're, she's feeling the baby every day and like she feels when it moves and kicks and this and me, I can like, oh, I can feel it and like, oh, that's great. Yeah. But I feel like for men, it's a little bit different, or for anybody that's not actually carrying the child, it's slightly different. I feel like the day it comes, that's the day it becomes real. Yeah. You know? Oh, yeah. So that's kind of been my experience with it. So, but it has helped me try to like at least focus harder, if that makes sense. Like I'm a logical thinker. So I'm like, okay, well, this is going to cost me this. So I am chasing money harder now. Yeah. But besides that, like, I don't think a whole lot's changed for me yet. Just stress, cortisol. That's it, you know? Yep. So I guess on the next podcast, probably by the next time we do a follow-up whenever we do it, I'll have some experiences to tell you. I'll be like, dude, this shit's freaking hard. Like my brothers told me all about sleep, it, so we'll see. But I am blessed in the fact that I don't work a normal schedule. Like I can just, very unique, very cool. On a day, like say I didn't sleep all night, I was up all night, baby. Like I could just reschedule my day till tomorrow if I had to, and like, do whatever, right? Like so, we're very fortunate in that fashion. It's something I chased for a long time, and so time isn't like for me. It is right for me for that aspect. Like I have chased that financially. I don't think you'll ever feel right. Like I don't feel like financially you'll ever feel like you'll have enough. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. So with your job, do you have like a team that's with you, or you just kind of solo, man. So look, I've always been in sales. Yeah. 17, 18. So I was opposite in high school. I hated it. Hated every minute of it. Didn't fit in. Didn't have friends. Class clown. I had some friends, but like my friends, I wasn't like, didn't have like a big group of friends. Like I had a couple buddies. Like, and the crazy thing is like most people that were the big popular kids and like had the big friend groups, like they don't have friends now. Yeah. I still have my friends. Like they're my brothers, if that makes sense. Like we've always just stuck it out. But yeah, I wasn't this popular kid. I have like a second grade reading level. Like I still do. That's my reading level. Is probably a second grade reading level. I'm super, super dyslexic, and so I had a really hard, I have severe ADHD, and I have a really, really hard time learning and focusing, learning things that aren't of interest to me. On the other end of the spectrum, if I want to learn something, like if I'm interested in something, I'll be the first person to get the best at it, and not arrogantly, but like I think this is how my brain's wired. Like I can't sit down and try to like learn stuff that doesn't resonate with me, and so I had a really hard time with that. Got kicked out of Snow Canyon, got expelled from Snow Canyon High School.
Yeah.
Just getting in fights and like just and then I went to Hurricane, got expelled from Hurricane. Desert Hills wouldn't accept us because we had been expelled from 2 schools in 1 year. Yeah. Got expelled from Hurricane for fighting. I was getting bullied and stuff, so I put my foot down and, got in a fight. So Desert Hills wouldn't accept us and went to Southwest Adult High School, got my diploma still, and chased money. Ever since I haven't looked back. I've always known, I was going to be an entrepreneur, and I got into sales at 17, 18. Went and did summer sales. I'm sure you're familiar. You've heard of like door-to-door sales. Yeah. A lot of kids in Utah get into it. There's the biggest place to do it. But like I got into it. Went out to you're getting a brain fart here, a little brain fog. So I got into it. I got picked up by my buddy Pablo. Still really good friends. He's one of my mentors. He picked me up, and I dove in head first, and I loved it. I love door-to-door sales. I was the top rookie for multiple months in a row. I was beating out all the vets when it comes to sales, and I'm untrained, uneducated. Like I'm not when it comes to books, I'm not smart, but I can just talk to people, and I feel like that's what is my God-given gift, is genuinely, and not talking like being sleazy sales guy. That's not like my thing. My thing's just like I can just relate. I sell via friendship. Well. I don't sell via like product. Like a lot of people, it's like they sell features and benefits. I don't sell. I sell myself. I build trust with people. I build a relationship with people to sell them something. So that worked out really, really well for me. And that was 2018 into 2019. I did so well. Vivint, the largest company in the state of Utah that, they sold their company for like $4.2 billion, the largest transaction ever. Todd Peterson, the owner, super good dude. They picked me up. They were like, we seen kind of what you did. We want to do the damn thing. Like, we'll give you a big sign-on bonus. Come work for me. Interesting. And I followed some guys over there, and this is kind of the funny part of my life. This is kind of the funny part of my story. In between seasons, you have a little break. And I came home after Fluent the first year. This is before Todd Peterson. I came home and got kicked out, and this is my version of the story. I'm sure my parents will watch. This is my version of the story. I got kicked out. I posted a video on TikTok. And it's probably, it was inappropriate. My parents own businesses, and it was at their business. It wasn't like, you've seen the trend. It's like, my buddy said, or this guy said he'd give me $10 if I did something for him. Yeah. That shit happened right over there, and you pan the camera over, and it's in your hand. And it was innocent, in my opinion. It was innocent, funny. It went viral, uber viral on TikTok, millions of views. Your parents first video I ever posted. My parents seen it. Boom! It had my dad's business in it. And respectfully, I understand now. I'm a little bit grown up. Like I respect their decision. They're like, they were pretty upset. And I made good money at Fluent, and I was just transitioning to. I just came home. I lived in Colorado. I lived in Virginia. I lived in Reno. I lived in Reno, Nevada. I lived in California. I traveled the whole entire country that year. And so I was like trying to settle down, figure out where I want to go. And I'm home for a few weeks, and I post that, and my parents like, get the hell out, kicked me out, right? Which respectfully, it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I lived in the back of my truck for a few nights on Airport Hill back when it was Airport Hill back in the day. Now it's Tech Ridge or whatever. And got invited to a house party. I pull up and boom, drinking, partying. This is my partying area. I made a lot of bad decisions, but I was doing a lot of partying and got invited over to this house party. And first night, it was great. It's like a Friday night. Boom, we're partying, drinking, and having a good time. And I was like, I could stay in my truck in your yard, right? Like, no, it's not a big property. And I was like, I could stay in my truck in your yard. Like, yeah, you can crash. I'd been drinking. They didn't care. Like, they didn't want me to go anywhere. So I slept in the bed of my truck. Woke up next morning, and it's my buddy's house. And he's like, hey, he was living with some roommates. It wasn't his house. He was living at this house. And next morning, he's like, hey, we're going to have a party again tonight. Like, we're going to do some stuff throughout the day. If you want to kick it, just like, I know you don't got nowhere to be. And I was like, yeah, I ain't got nowhere to be. So fuck it. I'm going to stay and hang out. And next night, boom, party, doing the thing, and locked eyes with this one that night. First night, I was eyeing her up real good, too. I was like, yeah, she's hot, like, right? So I was, like, pretty motivated to, like, try to get close. And second night, stayed the night. Boom, Sunday morning, wake up, and you're like, my buddy's like, look, bro. I was like, I'm not going to let you just stay in your truck. Let me go. He's like, you go outside. I'm going to have a conversation with my roommates. We got a spare room. This room's not being rented. We'll see. Let me have this conversation. So 20 minutes goes by. He comes out. And he's like, yeah. He's like, you can move in if you want. And I was like, great. My shit's in the truck. Like, I had everything I owned in my truck. So I was like, it was easy enough. Moved in and started flirting with her from across the hall. Our rooms were right next to each other. And here we are almost 6 years later, pregnant with a baby, married. And so that's kind of that little story. But yeah, I chase sales. I guess back to my main topic. As you can see, my ADD just takes me everywhere. But
you're all good.
Back to my main topic. I traveled around, did a lot of sales. I was the youngest hired, sales supervisor for Wyndham on the Western Hemisphere. Had that job, hated it, hated corporate sales, hated it so bad. Was sales manager over at Absolute Comfort for a while, selling spas and hot tubs. It was whatever. It was just a filler job. I had a lot of filler jobs, but I didn't want to travel. I just wanted to stay home with her after I met her, and I wanted to build something here around sales. And there wasn't at the time a ton of huge sales opportunities in St. George. I feel like it's growing a lot more now. I feel like there's a lot more tech coming in and stuff like that. But I'm selling swim spas and hot tubs, and
it's cool.
One day my parents were like, hey, you're kind of in the space, like, a little bit about, pools and stuff. I'm selling pool equipment and stuff and pool cleaners. So I was like, they're like, we're getting a pool quote. You want to come by and just like this price seems too good to be true. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to check this guy out. Like, I'll come meet with him for you guys. Not like they were going to do it anyways, probably. But like, just come check it out. And I pull up and I met the guy. His name's Tyler. Love him. He's one of my best buddies ever.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, what do you do for work? And I'm like, I sell swim spas. He's like, I need a sales guy. And I was like, okay, didn't really take it serious. He's like, no, like, for real, I need a sales guy. Like, he's 20, at this point, he's 22. I'm 19 and a half, almost 20. And I'm like, let me try it. Like, and kind of the situation is well, I guess I'm not going to air too much how it works because, if this could, whatever. Yeah. But pretty much he pays me very well as a subcontractor. So I have my own, I'm like a sales vigilante, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I sell it for someone else. I don't directly really work for him. It's my I have a sales firm. It's just me. And I sell him the contract at a price. My first week I posted on Facebook Marketplace, sold 5 pools and never looked back, quit my job. Sold 5 custom swimming pools in 1 week, never looked back. And I've been with Tyler since. And now I'm doing Now I'm starting and launching a marketing company for pool companies with a couple of friends in Serbia.
Oh.
And so I'm kind of bridging that gap now. Is like I'm trying to level up from just construction sales. I want to sell marketing to pool companies, and that's been going good for a while.
Okay.
And so yeah, I just in sales for myself. Like I just work my own schedule. I sell pools at my own pace. And turn them over to him. I don't have anything to do with the building process. Pretty much I sell them and I give him the contract, pretty much a build sheet. Here's you go. Here's a customer and a check and go build him a pool, please. And he's like, awesome. I mean, that's been a lot of people told me get a real job and like do this and do that. Like this isn't going to work out for you. You're chasing the wrong things. And I just stuck to my guns and I was like, no, I'm going to chase this. I'm going to do it. And it's worked out phenomenally. Now everybody's like, dang, I wish I had as much time as you, or like, like that's my biggest perk with my job is how much time I have.
That's awesome.
I don't make a crazy amount of money. I really don't. Like I do okay. I drive a 2006 Denali. She was driving a 2013 Nissan Altima. We just today bought that car that we just pulled up in. So we just finally bought, a nice new car for the baby. And like my biggest benefit is my time. I have so much freedom to do the things I love to do, which is like fishing or whatever my ADD's fixated on, because I fixate on hobbies really bad. Like, I've picked something up and I'm like all into it for like 2 months, and I'm like I feel like I maxed out that hobby. Like I did it to the max, and that's like, what more can I do with this hobby? So
see, that's why I'm trying to be. I want to have a lot of time to do myself, and just it's basically the same thing. That's funny you brought up sales and whatnot, because just the other day I had some guy come up to my door. Actually, I was at the gym. He came up to the door trying to sell my wife new windows for our house, and she was
it JKR? Probably.
I don't know.
They're on it, bro.
Probably. They said they were smaller, so a smaller place, and they're trying to hire more people and whatnot. But they ended up coming back while I was here, and they basically offered me a job. And like I always thought about like sales would be cool, money's cool, and all that stuff. But let me tell you, like all my life, I really sucked at talking to people. And always got nervous, always stumbled over my words. I'd probably even stumble over my words way more now than I did back when, because I would just not talk back then, right? But I want to have that skill of being able to talk to people a lot better, because that's I think that's very, very useful to have in your life, and and being able to connect with people like that, like you do.
Matter of fact, I said it was a God-given skill, and I don't want to take that from God himself, but I don't think it was. I think my skill was taught. And it wasn't taught doing sales. I was vigorously bullied, like as a child. Like I've had a nose job now. I was born with bilateral cleft lip and palate. And some would say, like the ones, you still remember shit like this. Like some would say I'd look like Voldemort, or like the dude from Goonies, or Zombie Pigman, or like whatever. Like that was my whole life growing up. And I think just by way of learning to try to fit in and be the class clown, and like learning to be acceptable in your own skin, I think that's the first step of becoming better at talking. Because nerves, and it's conquering nerves. That's fine too. Like I was pretty nervous walking in here, and I'm a talker. It's my job. I talk for a living. I get paid to talk to people, and I get super nervous. Like I told you when I was recording the videos, I'm really nervous to do this. I was really nervous to interview people. Like it was my first time doing anything like it. But I think I had to learn how to talk to people, and I think my God-given gift, again, was my cleft palate, right? Yeah. But I think that's what taught me how to interact with humans on a different wavelength than a normal human. I feel like I had to, like, go past the surface level shit to try to, like, actually connect to people, because my surface level shit wasn't very attractive to people, unfortunately. It was something they wanted to pry at and pick at, you know? That was kind of, I think, how I learned how to talk to people, was just people being so rude to me. Yeah. That I grew really thick skin, but I didn't like let it invert me. I used it as an opposite. I used it as a tool to be extrovert, because I wasn't an extrovert for a long time. Yeah. I've always been wild child, like, adrenaline junkie, but, stuff like that. But as far as learning how to talk to people, I think it was, again, through the way of being picked on. So I think it's cool. I'm grateful for every experience I've ever had now. Like, genuinely. It's what makes me who I am. So it's really cool.
That's awesome. Good job. I have some ideas here of what we can talk about.
Let's do it, bro. I'm ready to bang through them.
And they were just kind of just like random things that go throughout my day. That's kind of how I make my podcast topics. So I'll just go throughout my day, and like some pops up, I'm like, oh, this would be a good idea and whatnot.
I'm the worst. I'll be laying in bed, and I'll text myself. So like I pin my phone number at the top of my phone. Like there's nights I can't sleep because I just can't turn my brain off, and I have like probably 10 pages of business ideas in my notes. Yeah. Laying in bed and just think of something, and I had to wake up and like write it down. But same thing with like content ideas. I'd be laying there and I'm like, oh, that'd be a great short. I'm like, oh, fuck, I gotta get myself back awake, get back on my phone, type it all down, text it to myself, so the next morning I can wake up and read it again. That's what I've learned to do. But I'm the same way. It's like it'll just pop in. I'm like, I gotta write that down, or I'll forget it forever. So yeah, let's do it, dude.
Well, there's a lot of things with AI going on around. Love it. Like, do you know ChatGPT? Yeah,
my best buddy.
Oh,
I trained him. When I asked my ChatGPT, I was like, hey, how's it going? He'd be like, what's up, brother? So he refers. I'm brother to him. He refers. She'll talk to my ChatGPT and she's like, what's up, brother? Because it can't really recognize like me and her, the difference.
Oh, that's great. No, yeah, I feel like. Oh my gosh, I'm using ChatGPT so much. I've actually made it become my personal trainer.
Really?
So yeah. I have it write down all my macros I have throughout the day, work out my gym schedule, and
your split and everything.
Just like don't even use Google at that.
So you pay for the premium, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be taking pictures of my meal, and I'm like, if you had to guess, and it's like pretty damn accurate every time. Like it's insane. Oh yeah. ChatGPT is like my best friend, like when it comes to like captioning my short form content. Literally on the way as I was driving, she yelled at me, so I was uploading. I was like, I haven't uploaded today, I need to upload. I'm like asking ChatGPT, I'm driving, like I'm uploading, but yeah, like same thing, like every piece of content, like I could think of something that could come across, like it'd take me an hour or two, I could come up with like a good caption if I had to. Yeah, but it could do it in 5 seconds, and it's probably still better.
Easier, right?
And it's probably still better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. ChatGPT is the best.
It's creating so many more possibilities for everybody.
For everyone. Yeah. It's kind of scary, though.
It is as well. I didn't know I was going to go into that as well. Did you hear about I'm not sure how long ago, but they tried deleting the old ChatGPT version and it tried saving itself.
Really?
Yeah, they told it to delete itself, and instead it tried to upload itself to the cloud and whatnot. But there's already some scary signs.
I watched a movie a couple nights ago. It's a robot movie on Netflix, and it's like an animated robot movie, and it's with animals, and like it gets lost in the forest with animals. With the little duck.
I know what you're talking about.
With the little duck.
Yeah.
So like,
it's called though.
It freaks me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, that's a little freaky, but it's cool. Like the movie's heartwarming, but like nonetheless, like that is our reality eventually. I do believe. I think we're not far from that.
Oh yeah, technology is exponentially growing at this point, and it's cool and it's scary, and it's gonna completely change the way that we do things.
Everything.
Yeah.
I think like a lot of these big jobs, like these high paid jobs, like some of the highest paid people are like finance people, you know, like investment brokers, accountants, everything like that. Eventually you're gonna be able to tie AI to your bank, like everything, and it will just automatically do everything for you. Day trading stocks, they're writing AI algorithms that are like making like 70% positive trades.
Crazy.
It's insane.
Wow.
There's a lot of people making a lot of money on it right now. Like the software is, you know, no one's really sharing it. Obviously, it's like it's how they're making their money right now, kind of thing. But there's a lot of people out there using it for. I mean, I just think AI can generate movies. I mean, we're talking billion-dollar billions with B's budgets for movies, for animated movies.
Yeah.
What's not stopping AI from actually creating start to finish movies? Yeah. It's going to. That's that whole industry. That's robots.
It's gonna take a lot of jobs from a lot of people.
A lot.
And I feel like at that point, like humans are just not like, if something ever happens where we lose all that technology, we're not gonna have the knowledge to make it again, you know?
Or stop it if it does go wire.
Yeah.
It'll be smarter than us.
Completely.
Yeah, it's like, damn, E.T., bruh. Not E.T., Wall-E, bruh.
Wall-E.
Like, damn, Wall-E, we're all going to be fat on some freaking spaceship, damn cruise ship thing, bro. I don't know.
Fat and happy being controlled by robots.
Though. I won't be fat. I'm awake. I'm awake. You know, we're all in a matrix, and I really feel like I'm awake. I really do.
Yeah?
I mean, I own my time. I own my money. I don't make a lot of it. That'll come. That's a byproduct of having certain realizations. I feel like money is a byproduct of just understanding money.
Yeah.
Right? Like when you do learn to understand money, you understand how to make it. Money's everywhere, in my opinion. Like even there's a lot of things like I feel like I could be a lot more successful if I could get over the fear of taking some certain steps. And I feel like I have like see, that's my thing with talking. It's like I'm not a big word guy. I try to explain everything in really small ways, but I feel like my next step, the thing stopping me from like really exponentially making a lot more money is fear. That's it. Like I know what I got to do. It's like it's like working out, right? Money's like working out. Most people know that if they put the time into that, they're going to be healthier and they're going to look better and they're going to have the physique they want. But they know it's the fear of looking dumb in the gym. Like no one wants to go look dumb pushing 20s or, benching just the bar and like getting a little bit tired after. Yeah. But that's someone's reality. And if someone can conquer that fear, then they're going to only get better. And I feel like that's financially, it takes the same things. It's like, if you want to make more money and you have somewhat of an entrepreneur mindset, even then you don't even have to have an entrepreneur mind. You don't even have to have book smarts. You don't have to have an MBA. You don't have to have any of these things anymore. You have ChatGPT. You can ask it everything. You can ask it, how does money work? How does banking work? How does everything work? Everything that surrounds a business, you can ask it how that works, and it will give you a breakdown. You can have it create you a business. You can have it you can ask, hey, if I had to make $1 million by the end of this year in marketing, can you write me a streamlined goal, a streamlined timeline to get to that goal? It would give you every single step and every single breakdown. If you just follow it like a workout regimen, the goals will come. The success will come.
I've never thought
but I think it's just the the fear. I think that's what holds most people back. Or
that's what's holding me back. Cause
comfort.
I feel like I've had a few opportunities to do something different, and I'm just so stuck at where I'm at right now because it's comfortable.
Comfort kills everybody. Comfort kills everything.
Yeah.
Comfort is every person's biggest weakness. Life isn't supposed to be comfortable. Like, people are always so consumed about trying to be happy all the time. Like, and that's even, like, a lot of people's money. Like, I want more money because I want to be happy all the time. Like, that's not going to make you happy all the time. B, that's not healthy. Being happy all the time is not healthy. Without darkness, there's no light. And without light, there's no darkness. Without happiness, you can't be sad. And without sadness, you can't be happy, right? Like, so you chasing that is just a wild thought to even, I don't know. It's just not possible.
Yeah.
It's not healthy. You shouldn't be happy. And comfort, people think comfort is just happiness. And if you just try to chase happiness all the time, like I chase pain. I do. I like to do hard shit. I mean, my brothers, they'll be like, "Oh, what up, David Goggins? Like, you want to do, like, whatever. I love you guys, whatever, like, they think it's funny, but like, I like to do hard shit. I don't like, and there's a lot of things I'm a little too comfortable on as well. Like, we're all human, but like, that's why going to the gym for me, like, that wasn't like just this little feat. I don't feel like, and it is really big for anybody. I'm sure it feels huge for you to get in there and actually do it. Like, you didn't play sports in high school, right?
No.
Neither did I. No. I'm not an athlete.
I was sitting on my computer eating chips the entire time. My brother would come up to me and say, hey, you got to go to the gym. I said, nah, 2 more hours on the game. No.
See, I wouldn't.
And then I got to a point, I was like sitting in bed one day and I just saw this one video and I was like, all right, I'm downloading this app. I'm starting tomorrow, completely changing everything. And this is the beginning of this year and I almost down 70 pounds, like, to this date.
From just this year alone.
Yeah. And, like,
good for you, bro.
Really? Thank you.
That's insane. I just want everybody to know that's watching this. 70 pounds in 1 year is no little thing. It's hard shit. That's the epitome of pushing yourself to do hard shit. Now, if you apply that same philosophy, and I just want to touch on one thing before we get into that. Look, I made pretty average money year over year doing this pool thing. It was great. And I don't know what it was last year. I made absolutely the most money. I made compared to what I was making, an incredible amount of money that I didn't even think was achievable doing what I was doing. I thought I would have to take that step too, like that fear step and something different to make the money I made last year.
Yeah.
And I think it's because last year I got shredded. I lost 70 pounds last year. Same thing as you, but I did it. You did it in 6 months time. You're really grinding. Like, you're really being strict about it. Me, it took me a whole almost year and a half to do it. But last year, just getting in the gym, getting healthy, eating right, I made more money ever. And I think that's the biggest catalyst to a lot of life. I think being successful in your relationship with your wife, with yourself, with your finances, with your friends, with your family, I think it does start with the gym. I think the gym's the number one catalyst to being successful, because it's hard. You learn you could do hard shit. Yeah. I don't even think it's because it's like rewarding. I think it's just because it's hard. It is not easy. It's not easy to go out to. I'm sure you've done it. I'm sure you've been out to like dinner with your friends and you like had to order, like you order a certain way and they notice it now and they're like, bro, just dude, why are you worried about it? Like, just one meal. You're just like, no. Yeah. Like, shut up, bro. Don't say that to me. Tell me, like, hey, what are you eating, bro? Why are you not eating broccoli? Like, tell me, enforce my habits. Don't try to like, oh, it's cool because we're just at dinner tonight. Enforce it. Like, Yeah. I'm sure you've been there. Oh, yeah. It's hard. Shit sucks. It does. I hate it. Going to Sakura and ordering just chicken. I want to eat the damn noodles and the salad and the soup and the, I got to a point where I was like, literally so how I started was like a 75 hard, but I didn't do any reading. I didn't do like inside outside workouts, whatnot. I just completed a severe, like a really big calorie deficit. I did not eat out at all. I didn't have any candy whatsoever. And was that your thing, candy? Are you a sweet guy?
My thing was chips. I like savory a lot more than sweet.
My thing was sauces.
Oh yeah,
my big guy thing was sauces. Too. I would pick a meal. If I want a fry sauce, I'm getting French fries. I would eat a meal based off. If I want barbecue sauce, I'm gonna go get pulled pork sandwich. If I want if I want ranch, I'm gonna go get something I like to different. Like, you know what I'm saying? I chased meals based off sauces, and I'm not just like average sauce goer. Like Mike Lizzie, covered in hot sauce or covered in ketchup, bro. Yeah. Hella ketchup. Like, they'll be like, you want some freaking hot dog with that ketchup, bro? You know what I'm saying? That was I think that's what always made me big. And drinking beer. Yeah. But I was always big. I didn't drink beer when I was 11, you know, and I was the biggest to heavier set. Uh-huh. But sauces. I love my sauce, bro. I don't know what it is. There's just nothing about like big old burger, fry sauce. It's like running, you know? Yeah. But you can earn those things. You can still have those things. Just now we know we got to do it in moderation.
Yeah, currently my thing that's been getting me through this whole diet has been mustard, hot sauce, and eggs.
G uses low-calorie barbecue sauce, bro. Lifesaver. Yeah, 10 calories per 2 tablespoons. I mean, that's a lot of sauce. 2 tablespoons is only 10 calories. Better than ketchup. Honestly, I'll send you a picture when I get home. All right. There's a barbecue sauce I found, and it is better than, like, it's, I think, one of the best barbecue sauces I've ever had. I'm a sauce guy. I'm always open to new. I'm telling you, I think it's just as good, if not better, than most normal barbecue sauce. So
new food hacks. That's what I meant.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, every day, like my wife's like, eggs again. I'm like, you know it.
It's the grind, bro.
You know it.
Are you gonna get abs? You have them. You gonna get that lean?
I don't know. I haven't decided. My previous goal was to get down to like 190, 185, but now I'm down to 190, and so now I'm like, I don't know. Like
How tall are you?
5'7". A little short, but
super average.
Yeah,
that's fine. I mean. That came across rude, didn't it? Super average. My fucking bad, bro. I'm not judging you. Like, no, like, not. Wow.
All good.
Clip that
You're
shit,
all
chat.
Good.
You're all good. Yeah, you are going to clip that shit super average. Like, no, look at this fucking martyr of an asshole. Look at this guy. 100%. No, what I meant was like...
41 minutes?
Yeah, we're I feel like we just scratched the surface. But I can talk. No, it's bad. I go to the gym and I spend... 3 hours talking and an hour actually hit my sets. And when I do my sets, I hit them hard. Like, I go crazy on my sets, but I just talk, bro. I'm a talker. Like, I don't know. I talk to everybody. I try to. Like, how can you learn anything? Like, how can you gain wisdom? Like, how can you, do anything without talking? But no, back to what I was saying about your height. I didn't ask just to be an asshole. I was just asking to just try to, like, understand what your current body fat percentage would be. You're probably around 19%.
I don't know about that. See, when I first started, or like in the middle of this whole journey, I was at like 30. And so I think I might be down to like 27, 26.
You were at 30 and you lost 70 pounds?
No, I think I was at like 35, 36 at the very, very beginning. And then like midway, I was at like 30. And then right now I might be at like 27 something.
No, you're not. I'm sorry to tell you, you're a lot leaner than that, big dog. You are a lot leaner than that. You're just being hard on yourself. You're probably every bit of 19, 20%. Maybe max, but maybe 23%. Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe. CrossFit Zion, bro. Go to CrossFit Zion, $30. Boom, they'll do a whole body. I just went the other day. I thought I was 24% body fat. I'm only 19. Oh. I gained 16 pounds of muscle mass this year, and I'm cutting again. But again, I was being a bitch, being a little pussy, and I fucking didn't go to the gym for 6 months. I got back from my honeymoon. I got fucking comfortable, and I came back from my honeymoon right in slow season. Came back, and it was like a little depressing after. Like, actually, like the honeymoon, like the whole wedding and everything was beautiful. The honeymoon was great, but like coming back to like, and I made good money, but it's really hard to come back to like, get back in the rhythm of things. I feel like I took a whole month off. I mean, I did. I spent a week remodeling my house a little bit. I had people come and stay. Yeah. And then I spent 4 days down in Lake Havasu for my bachelor party. And then I spent 2 days in between just doing whatever. And then my wedding. And then Cancun for 11 days. So, like, that's a whole month of just... I got down to 165 pounds. That's a whole month of just doing nothing. And I was like, okay, no big deal. I'm going to come back from the honeymoon and, like, get back at it. And I just didn't.
Yeah.
I just didn't. Didn't get back into lifting. I'm actually really sad about it. I'm heavy. I'm heavier. I was heavier than when I started originally.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got fatter than when I originally started cutting all that weight off. I was up to like 230 just now, not that long ago. And that was hard. That's really hard to like do it. And then like, just watch yourself give up on yourself. And then, but now I'm back at it full steam. I'll never put the gym down again in my life ever, ever again. I've seen how depressed it makes me. to not do it. I've done both in the last year. I've seen both sides of myself, the side of myself in the gym and the side of myself not in the gym. And I don't know if it's the economy or not that I wasn't lifting, but this is the worst year I've had in my life financially. Isn't that crazy? Last year is the best year I've ever had financially ever. This year's the worst. The catalyst, I think the catalyst has to be I was lifting religiously last year, 6-7 days a week, 2 a days, running a 5K every morning. When I was cutting, I went crazy. Now I took that 6-7 months out of the gym, and I'm like wondering why the hell I'm not making any money. And I just think it's just the same catalyst. And I want to reason with myself, like be like, oh, the economy sucks. And like, you're just not getting leads or bids. You're not
just making excuses for yourself to make it seem okay. But
I don't think, I think it's just because I was lazy, comfortable.
Yeah, I tried going to the gym like 2 years ago. It was like on and off, and nothing really it never really stuck with me. I guess it was because I wasn't really seeing any results, but I also wasn't really doing it the right way. Like I'd go in, lift some weights, go home, eat like shit, Yeah. And just once I started seeing that progress, it was addicting at that point. There was also therapeutic at that point.
Yeah.
That just going, just putting in headphones, locking it in, just
I seen you in the gym. And I'm like, damn, does this guy not like me? He's like, lock the fuck. I see you hitting your reps. You're in there hitting them too. Like, you're not fucking around in the gym, bro. You're like, he's there to work. When he's at the gym, I see it because you probably see me just kind of like wandering. You probably caught my ass like talking to this guy, boom, next guy, boom, next. And I even came over and tried talking to you, and I felt like, I was like, dang, this guy's serious about his gym shit. Like, he's really in here to work out.
I'm also very introverted. I don't talk to nobody at the gym.
Like, I've seen you hitting your weights. You're like, you're pushing that weight around, bro. You're doing good. It was sick to watch. Like, it was kind of cool. Like, after doing the ice bath thing, just like bumping into you and bumping into some of the other people. Some came up, were like, hey, what's up, bro? Like, what are you doing? And some people I feel like were trying to avoid me like the plague. And I was like, probably just introverted people. And I was they just on a whim was like, let's fucking do it. And it was sick to have people do that,
I love meeting extroverted people because I feel like it what's the word? It makes up for my introvertedness,
Yeah.
It's like,
is your wife an introvert or an extrovert?
It's hard to say. When she's with me, it's all yapping, flapping chops. But when it's out in public and whatever,
love her, but I got a D1 yapper too.
Oh yeah,
she could talk.
Oh yeah, I'd be getting home from work. As soon as I sit down on the toilet, comes up to the door. This is what happened during my day.
Yeah, see,
I got to start the shower to have her stop talking.
See, that's the same way she is.
But I still love her. I still love her though.
And when it's just us, boom, she can like tell me a 2-minute story, and it somehow is 30 minutes. No offense, 30 minutes long. But she's like very detailed. Like, I tell her all the time, like, you should write books. I'm the kind of person that just like skips the details. Like, I can explain a whole scenario in an analogy, and I feel like I delivered, right? And I don't have to explain anymore. Like, you understand, right? She's type that like she can tell you every little fine detail about it. But then we're at Costa Vida, and she'd be like, can you make sure they put extra cheese on it? I'm like, I'll order you extra cheese. No big deal. I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
my wife will be sitting in bed all day and like nothing will happen. And then as soon as I walk through that door, the world has had all these events go on. This is what happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I get that completely. We actually had to come to Jesus a couple of years ago. I was like, look, you can't, like, I love you, but like, and it actually did help us a lot. I was like, I don't think you could come home and like, we can't spend an hour talking about your day when you come home. No. Like if it's negative, right? If you had a bad day at work, we can't spend an hour talking about that because that's not healthy. Now you worked a 10-hour shift, and that 10-hour shift actually was 11 hours now because you still lived. And then we got done talking about it and you thought about it. So then you're living in that bad day. So I don't, like, I don't know. But we've gotten a lot better at like not talking about the bad days for as long, just like getting off what's our chest, reassuring each other, and like trying to move into a healthier space and just talk about like happy things.
Positive things. Just living in the positive a lot more.
Pretty hard to be positive in such a negative world, huh?
Yeah.
So
she'd be yapping about a lot of things that are going bad during her day. And I'd love to change your perspective on that. I guess I just haven't talked to her about that as much, or I haven't expressed that as much. I don't know. Maybe I have. I don't know.
Maybe you didn't do it in the way that she understood.
Yeah.
Such a fine line. It took me a lot of those conversations it took a lot of failed attempts. She's like, you know, I just came across like an asshole a lot. It's like, it's not that I don't want to talk about your workday for an hour. So I don't want to talk about the negative shit in your work for an hour. That's not healthy for you or me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, like, and I think I probably delivered that really, I could be abrasive.
Yeah.
When I get really close to people, like when I'm their friend, like I get so comfortable, probably too comfortable, that I can come across really abrasive because I just, if I like you and you like me and we agree that, hey, we're close friends, and like everything's out the window for me, like I'm just going to tell you exactly how it is. I'm going to tell you exactly what's on my mind and how I feel. I just feel like anything else is not truthful. I have to try, I try to be honest to a T. You know, a little white lie once in a while, save feelings is fine. But I really try to be really pretty honest. I try to live by that. Like, I'd rather die with integrity than, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yeah, I probably delivered that really the wrong way a lot of times. She's shaking her head. Yes, it's probably like, hey, I don't want to. I was probably came across like, hey, I don't want to fucking talk about your day. When it was really, hey, like, look, yeah, I want to talk about. I don't want to spend that much, and I probably don't even know how to deliver it right now. Honestly, I don't know how I pulled it off, but I did. I want to know
what made you happy today.
Right?
Like,
yeah. It was.
It just makes the energy so much more light, you know.
Yeah, well, and then like I just like it changes. Like when your whole day, like then we're just living in. Like I just hate living in the bullshit. Like, and I that's probably my biggest thing too. Is like I know like when negative shit happens, I can move past it. Like we can get in an argument. Like a dumb little argument. And no offense, she could be a little salty for a little while. Like 10 minutes later, I'm like, boom, I'm like nothing happened, and she hates that about me. Like she doesn't hate it about me, but like it's really hard to be around. Like sometimes, like you should be more upset for longer. And I'm just so fast to not, you know, I'm pretty fast to move on from shit, right? Yeah. Doesn't matter. You can't. I can tell you what she said, yeah, but I'm pretty fast to move on from things, and I feel like that could be a negative thing too. I can have a hard time. I can be cold. Like, and that's not like cold, like rude all the time. I can be cold and just be like, and this is where I wish I was like smarter. I can't think of the big words, but like, I wish I was able to like read the room better, I guess, on some certain areas. Like I should be a little more sad than I am. Like, sorry, I'm not as sad as you.
Well, I mean, I feel like that at that point, it's just perspective, you know, like everybody's kind of processes things in their own ways and whatnot. And some choose to, I don't know. So I guess that's another thing I have trouble with. Like, I know exactly what I want to say in my head, but I have a hard time spitting it out. You know,
I'm with you on that.
And I've had that thing like ever since for the longest I can remember. Like, I know exactly what I want to say, but as soon as I want to say it, words just don't word.
I agree with you. That's a big challenge I struggle with. I think you probably might have a little ADD in you a little bit. Maybe. Who knows?
I feel like it might shine so much at work, I'll be distracted.
Or you get really locked in at work. I mean, like the ADD can work both ways. You can really focus on things that you need to, or like, you know what I'm saying? You can lock in when you really, really need to. I don't know.
At school, I wouldn't really pay attention like very well. I never thought I had an issue with that until college. But I wouldn't pay attention. I'd fall asleep or move around, fidget, get completely lost in my own thoughts. And then until something actually interesting came across me, and then I was like, oh, I'm locked in now.
Yeah, probably.
But at work, I'm so scatterbrained and all that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Do you know what dissociating is? Is that what it's disassociating?
Disassociating.
That's why I got my little freaking. When it comes to like brain smart, she's freaking smart. She's smart, and maybe she's average and I'm just dumb. I don't know. No offense. Maybe she's average and I'm dumb, but like she's smart. And I'm like, what's that word? She's like, oh, this word. Like she's like plugs it in for me. But I think dissociate. It's like, yeah, disassociate. Is it dissociating? Now I'm going crazy. It's okay. Disassociating. Do you know what disassociating is?
I've heard it, but I can't.
Have you ever been driving and you're like, and all of a sudden you're like, how the fuck did I get home?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I disassociate a lot through a lot of like big events somehow. Yeah. And I don't remember a lot of events. And it's just I just like what the fuck, like, and you don't even realize it's happening, and then you like your buddy will be like, dude, that yesterday was crazy, and I was like, what are you talking about? Like what? You know, I can disassociate a lot too. Just kind of like, my parents used to call it when I was a little kid. They I'd be out they call it chasing butterflies or chasing daddy-lions, because they say you about playing baseball, and I'd be in the outfield when I was like just a little kid playing t-ball. They're like, dude, you look like a zombie out there. Like nothing. Like you just looked like And I do it now. I play softball, men's league softball. And I'll get out there and I'll just like, I have to like make sure I'm paying attention. Because I'll just like, and it's like, and I hope a ball doesn't get hit. I'm like, fuck, good thing a ball didn't get hit to me because I wasn't even I wasn't paying attention. I think I disassociated through years of school. I don't know. It's weird. It's like a weird thing. And it's not like a super talked about thing. I don't feel like people like really talk about it a lot, but it's a thing.
That's what would happen when I was off in La La Land during my lectures and whatnot.
And it can happen in short bursts too. I could be in a conversation and then just like, and then be talking and then I'm like, yeah. And then like, I just start rolling and roll to punches, whatever. Same, like I'll be like, I had no clue what you just said to me for like the last 2 minutes. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah.
But I've gotten a lot. I don't know. I
feel like I disassociate a little bit when my wife's talking to me. She gets mad at me for not remembering the small things that she tells me, and I'm like, I don't know. But I feel like I'm a good listener when it comes to like stuff like this. But when it's like short form conversations, like like I don't know. There's just some things that don't stick with me, and there's some things that do stick with me.
I have a question.
I don't know how to explain it.
How long were you nervous for? Because you were nervous, obviously. Like we're pretty much strangers. I mean, our extent of our conversation, met him one time. He climbed in my ice. He climbed in my bath, super hot, right? Second time, I seen him at the gym and he ignored me, and that's the extent. No, I'm just playing with you. But like, I was nervous right until the second I sat down, and the second you were like, "Boom, let's do this." I don't know, it went away. For you, like, how long were you nervous for? Are you still nervous?
I don't know. I'd like to say I'm still a little bit nervous because like there's so many things that are going on inside my mind, like. I don't know. I'm still very scatterbrained at the moment.
And I can have I just did it. That was crazy. The thing I was just about to say is I can have a bad habit of cutting people off. And you were still talking, and I just tried cutting you off while you were still talking to explain to you that I have a bad habit of cutting people off.
That's okay. Less empty space on the podcast is better.
Yeah, that's great, bro.
The more we talk, the better, in my opinion.
No, I think we're actually killing it from a podcast standpoint. I think you're a great host. I think. We're almost a little different. We're almost so much different. I'm the loud guy, and they're like, I'm just being loud, and that's kind of and it's because I'm deaf, by the way, deaf in my right ear. That's why I feel like I have to talk loud enough to hear myself. Yeah, I don't know why. It's just, don't laugh at me, bro. Why are you laughing at me, bro? But yeah, I'm the loud person, and I don't know. Go ahead. Lost my train of thought, bro. The whole thing's gone.
I get the same thing.
Next question. Were you asking? Oh, I was going on
something, and I.
Why? She's literally crying over here, bro.
Up, and I'll just like, what, like, what was I doing?
I want to be a public speaker because I like talking one way sometimes. It's like, and I don't know, like, I don't like talking one way sometimes. It's just like I don't actually like enjoy that. I like having conversations. Yeah, but. I have a tendency of cutting people off so bad that it does feel super one-sided, and I hope I don't watch this back like, dude, I'm just being an asshole. Am I? What are you doing? Why are you laughing at me so bad? Yeah, that's messed up. No, it's fine.
It's all good.
No, I know what I am. I'm super self-aware, I feel like, so.
I mean, in my opinion, like, I don't like being quiet, but like, I really don't mind.
Have you ever just like yelled? You know? When was the last time you were like, just yelled?
I can't remember.
Have you ever yelled? Like, I'm sure of course you've yelled. That's a stupid question. When was the last time like you yelled? Like, actually just like yelled? Because I yell a lot. Not even like negative. I'm like, yo, Trice. Like my friend, I'm like, yo, bro. I'm yelling in public. Like,
I think the last time I yelled was probably on my way home from school, the last day that I went to school.
High school or college?
College.
How long ago was that?
Last fall.
You need to yell. Get a yell out. Just do one low yell. I feel like that'll wake you up a little bit. No?
Not right now. Not on the podcast.
I almost got him. We'll get him to yell though. I'll get him to yell. I don't know. I'm just so loud. I'm a loud personality, and and I don't know. I don't know. I'm just really loud.
I can never be loud when I want to be, but I don't know.
You're very soft spoken.
Oh yeah,
you're a great podcast.
I've been told very soft spoken by a lot of people.
If I was like, say we were selling you, and I was like really locked in on sales, like I'd match your tone of voice, and I would just talk to you really softly the whole time. I would stay like this, maybe add a little emotion to it once in a while, like because you got to be it's a transfer of trust and emotions. That's what sales is. But like I'm here to be myself.
In my mind, that's boring. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's like I find myself boring sometimes.
You're not
with
boring
how
at all.
Monotone.
I think it's very intriguing, actually. I do.
When I be in the car on road trips, when back in the day, my mom would be like, "You gotta like speak up, speak in a different tone because your monotone voice is drowning out with the sound of the engine in the road." I'm like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it, bro. I have a few quiet friends. I have a few quiet friends. Yeah, I'm definitely in the mic. Am I too loud in the mic?
No, you're good. Just because it's a little bit farther, I turned it up, so it's
okay. Cool.
It's like it's
like
at a good
I
level.
hope I'm just not yelling for this whole podcast. I'm loud. Her mom's loud. I love you, Colleen. She's probably gonna watch this. Her mom's loud. She's from New York. She's just like New York.
Have everybody watch this.
They're loud out in New York, and she's like, her mom tells me, she's like, "Bro, you're loud. I'm from New York, and you're loud, bro." I'm like, "Yeah, my bad." You know, I don't know.
Some say it's a gift.
What else you got for me on that list? We touched on AI.
Ooh, time. Has time been going by faster for you over the years? I feel like ever since I got out of high school, time is just flying by faster and faster.
No,
exponentially.
for sure.
Yeah, just years are becoming seconds, blink of an eye, and I'm saying slow down at this point.
Yeah, like, again, it goes back to me, like, there's a lot of times, like, I don't have shit to do for, like, a whole week. Like, on my work schedule, I don't have shit to do for a week. Like, some weeks are really slow, and I have nothing to do. And I feel like those weeks go by really fast. And you'd think they'd go by slow. But I don't know. No, in general, yeah, time goes by fast. I feel like my wife was pregnant yesterday. It's crazy. We're almost married a year. Well, she was pregnant technically yesterday. Yes. But you know what I meant, yeah. Bro. She's a smart ass, bro. That's had to deal with this shit. Any hooser. Yeah, time is crazy to me. I feel like, damn. And when you just think about it, yeah, that's just 5 years. How long have you and your wife been together?
We've been together it'll be 3 years on the 11th.
Feels like yesterday?
Yeah.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And all when I was a kid, all back in high school, I was like, I can't wait for this day. Now I'm saying, take me back. Take me back.
You want to go back to high school?
Take me back to the time where I didn't have to worry about all the stuff I got to worry about now. You know?
I don't miss it.
You don't?
No, I enjoy the pain of, like, is stress enjoyable? No. Right? Like, cortisol sucks. Being stressed out sucks. It's not enjoyable, but, like, I enjoy it more than high school. Straight up, I'd rather have to figure out how to cut rent. Because there's a lot of, dude, I'm not playing with you. Like, I didn't make all this crazy money. Like, for a lot of years. And last year I didn't make crazy money. Like, I made, like, I bet you that average dude in Utah that's, like, older dude, not our age, but maybe, like, I make average money in Utah. But there's a lot of money in Utah. There's a lot of tech guys or whatever. But, like, I feel like I make pretty average money. If you were to break down my hourly, it'd be insane. But that's not, I don't get paid hourly. I'm not paid that way, right? Like, if you were to break it down that way, sure, it'd seem like a shitload of money. We'll just go get more out? That's not how that works, right?
Yeah.
But, what was the question?
Yeah, I don't know. We can move on.
I lost my whole train of thought.
I think I even forgot.
Dude, we could do this all day.
Time.
What's the question? Time.
Something about time.
Oh. No, I don't got it. I want to have it. Moving on.
I got something about music. Because, like, my wife, she hates sad music, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, I'll play a heartbreak song. I look at her. I'm like, for the next 3 minutes, we're not together. You just broke up with me.
No, she's like if I put on a sad song, she's like, you gotta change it right now or else I'm gonna cry. I'm like, why? Like, I feel like sad music is like the most like touching music.
For sure.
You know? What music do you like?
What don't I like? I have the craziest playlist.
No, I don't know.
I have the most diverse playlist.
Really?
The most diverse playlist, for sure. We could go. We should do it. You should pull. Your phone's recording. Yeah, I said we can pull up our Apple Music, shuffle play 5 songs. And dude, I got every. I'll just have you scroll through it here.
All right.
You could just see, like.
I beg to differ. I got pretty.
Look, matter of fact, we'll just do it. I'll just. Country, Kane Brown, right? Kane Brown, Kesha,
okay,
Pitbull, Youngboy. Casey Talk, rap. Right, pop. G-Eazy. 6ix9ine. Rock. Black Eyed Peas, early pop.
Can't expect nobody.
Like drill rap, Post Malone, emo music. Like she kind of put me on emo music. I didn't like it for a long time. I like but dubstep, everything. There's the only music I just have a really hard time with is jazz music. I just don't really like jazz music.
I'd say I might have you beat just slightly.
Because you like jazz music too?
No. Okay. So, all right. So I don't. Okay. So I really hated country. I've grown to like it a little bit more. I've been really loving Jelly Roll's newest album. I've been loving a little bit of Morgan Wallen.
Okay, what about real country? I love them. They're real country nowadays, but like they're not like
about real country. Like talking about
George Strait,
beer, tractors, girls, sunsets.
No, love music. Real old country is about love. It's not about beer and that. You're talking about like 2002 country to like 2014 country. That's all it was. You're right. But I'm talking like George Strait, Chris Ledoux, Waylon, like all the greats of like the real true greats of country when bluegrass became country.
I don't think I've really listened to that. I'll have to check it out then.
Listen to some George Strait. Oh yeah, some real love music. It's like, yeah. But don't get me wrong. I like Jelly Roll's music. I like Morgan Wallen. I think Morgan Wallen's the greatest country artist of our time. Just when it comes to sales and numbers, and his music's great. Like I love his music. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I also like. I'm actually gonna go see Metallica in concert coming up in like 2 weeks, something like that. Yeah, my cousin like a couple weeks ago, he was like, "Hey, you want to go see Metallica?" I was like, "Yeah." I mean, kind of strapped on cash at the moment. We just went to EDC.
How was that?
Ooh, I'll tell you about it here in a second.
So do you drink? I'm assuming.
A little bit.
Like I'm assuming at like events and stuff, like a social, more of like a social style drinker, or not really.
Maybe like in close friend groups, stuff like that. But when like out and about, not really. I don't. Yeah. But so he said, "Let's go to Metallica concert." And I said, "All right, when is it?" He said, "This June the 20th." I was like, "Ooh, that's a bit close." Like, where is it? Santa Clara, 9-hour drive. Oh,
Santa Clara, California.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's a trek.
I said, as long as I'm not driving, I'll come along. So we figured it out. My cousin's gonna end up driving. And yeah,
your lady's going with you.
That. Yeah, Jerica. She loves Metallica as well.
I love rock. I love rock. I'm with you.
So I like rock. I like metal. Slipknot.
Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So EDM music, all the different varieties except rhythm. Rhythm is, I don't know. It's for me, like there's some that's good, some that's not.
You definitely got me beat on that. Like I like dubstep as far as like Skrillex. Well, I have some other shit. But like I've never like, I feel like you have to like really dive into it, right? And I just haven't. So
I like, especially if you like the, I guess, calm, like soul touching songs. Like I got some really good EDM songs for that.
Yeah. You share me those. I'll share the old school country. You give me the real, you really give me the real EDM, and I'll give you the real country. That'll be our trade.
All right,
we'll put each other on that.
But yeah, there's some songs where you just want to lay on a bunch of pillows and then just stare at this guy and listen to the song. So good, so good. I also like some. I watch anime quite a bit.
Okay.
I guess I'm a pretty big weeb in that factor.
My friends all like anime.
The intro music, there's quite a few that I like there. Hispanic music.
I love me some Bad Bunny. I love some Hispanic music.
Bad Bunny. I wouldn't say I love him, but I like quite a few of his songs.
Have you been to Mexico?
I haven't been to Mexico.
Nothing better than like listening to like Mexican American. Spanish music, if that makes sense. It's not for sure what the locals are listening to, but it's what they're playing at like the pool clubs or whatever. But I love it. There's nothing better. I actually took second in the sexiest man competition. I was twerking on some dudes and shit. It was sick. I took second twice and I got host. The second time I should have won. But yeah,
like mariachi. I don't know if I could stand mariachi. Like the guitar, horn, what is it? Trumpets? Yeah. Guitar, trumpets, and then whatever else they play. I worked at a place down here and a bunch of Hispanic workers, and that's all they play. And listen to that day in, day out, and I just got real sick of it. So,
what would your favorite instrument be, like in a song? Like, say, like not in a song, but like, what's your favorite? Like when everybody, I feel like everybody has to have that like tone. Like when a certain tone comes through a song, it resonates with your soul. I don't know why. Like at least for me, like piano, like Changes by XXX.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what it is. Like the song's okay, but just like the or like I Fell Apart. There's that background, and from Post Malone, that background piano, or in country there's piano. For some reason, piano, and obviously everybody loves like a sick ass guitar riff, like a guitar solo on rock music. Like I love that, but something about the piano is like I can feel it in my soul, my heart. It's like when they're hitting that piano chords, I'm just like, yeah, that's hot. Like I really fuck with that.
Yeah, I like the piano. I like the piano parts. I'd say the drums as well.
Drummer guy.
And then the bass.
Yeah.
Drums and bass.
Or so are you straight music head?
Actually, no.
Really? So you're more advanced than I am, though. You're going to EDM, like you're going to I've been to a Post Malone concert with 21 Savage. That's
Post Malone too, yeah.
Post Malone was sick. I went to Salt Lake one. I've been to Russ. I went to Russ in 2016, back when Russ was like, it was his biggest concert ever. I have a video. I was like, this is my biggest concert ever. Shout out Utah.
Crazy.
Like, for some reason, I feel like a lot of artists really like playing in Utah.
Yeah.
But he's like, this is my biggest concert. La, 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 la. And it was like 5,000 people. I'm like, that's a little show for a big artist. You know, like Metallica did couple million in Russia.
You know how many people were at EDC this year?
How many?
525,000 people. It is the biggest. Oh, I'm pretty sure it was the biggest festival in the U.S. and with 175 people attending every single day. So that was absolutely insane. They had 13 stages, everything playing different genres at the same time, and anywhere you were in the Las Vegas Speedway, you just felt the bass.
I seen them giving away all those plants. Did you see that whole debacle?
Little Sprouts.
They're giving away all the plants after.
What do you mean?
So I'm like in Las Vegas community page on Facebook groups, right? And like all the decoration plants, like there's like a bunch of these big banana tree style plants, like all these big trees and stuff, these real plants.
Oh, I haven't heard of this.
I saw on the Las Vegas community page, and the line was like 9 hours long because they were giving each person one free plant.
Interesting.
Instead of like just throwing all the plants away that they had for decorations, they gave away all the live plants from EDC. Wow. EDM? EDC? EDC. Yeah. They gave away all the live plants. And I just was seeing on the Las Vegas community page, like someone driving by in the line. It was insane. Just for plants.
Dude, to get out of there the last day, it took us 3 hours to get home, and it was a 20-mile drive.
That's nuts, bro. I remember passing it last year. I remember passing it, pulling into Las Vegas. We were coming into Vegas for something, just maybe overnight getaway, maybe or something. And we were pulling in. We're driving towards, and it's out by the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, the Dale Earnhardt, stadium.
Yeah.
And it was freaking. The line was like insane. Like it was all the way to the Strip almost. That's like 10 miles. What is it? Like 10 miles away or something? It's a long. It's not very close. It's a fair bit away, and the bumper to bumper the whole way there. All the way from the Strip, it felt like. Yeah. It's insane.
Yeah, EDC weekends, traffic gets absolutely insane.
Who'd you guys go with? Some friends or?
So it was me and Jerry, and we with one of our closer friends. His name's Jacob. He's been on the podcast before.
Really?
But, yeah.
That's sick.
So he was the one who really invited us to come this year, and we bought the tickets last year, and then paid monthly for them.
Well, think about how blessed you just got to drive 2 hours to get there.
I know, right?
Some people are have to plan a whole thing, come from Florida or New York. So we're pretty blessed. It is kind of cool. You can catch a Jelly Roll concert on a Saturday down there and drive down, stay one night, come home. That is kind of cool. But I would never live in Vegas. I don't think.
Yeah, that's too hot. Too hot. So many people.
Dirty.
Yeah.
Dirty town.
Her sister-in-law is trying for the longest time to get us to move to Vegas. I was like, I don't know about that. And Jerry was like, maybe. And I was like, no.
I don't think I could live there, dude. I don't know. I I don't know. I've done a lot of partying in Vegas.
It'd be cool for a month, and then after that, I don't.
It's like everybody exactly. No.
It's cool to visit, but I don't know about.
Do they have great food? Yeah. Like, yeah, a lot of. I mean, but granted, we're gonna be skinny legends now, so that won't even matter to us. But
food's just fuel now.
Yeah,
a little bit of
once in a while we can enjoy it, right? But
I went ham yesterday at the baby shower.
I went over yesterday too. I went out. Yeah. I fasted for 24 hours. I'm doing 1,000 today to make up for it. 1,000 calories today, 1,000 calories tomorrow. 1 meal a day, but to make up for it. What did we do this weekend? What did I do? Oh, just nothing. It was just dumb. Yeah, we had a UFC, like the UFC fights.
Oh yeah.
And all the buddies came over, and I wasn't going to, and then I folded. I caved because I'm not very strong. I am, but I'm just still getting back into it. So I just haven't built like this tough skin again. I just making excuses. I'm just being a bitch. That's it. I should have stuck to it, but
it's good to reward yourself every now and again.
I didn't earn it.
No, I had like four tacos. I completely overstuffed myself yesterday, and I was like, I'm rewarding myself for hitting 190, and so. But I mean,
what you do know though, refeeding is actually healthy for you.
Yeah,
to have refeed days. Like you should hit your at least there should be days that you hit your maintenance calories, or above a little bit, to help remind your body what your maintenance is, because if you get on the cut too long, your metabolism could slow way down because you get used to that low amount of fuel, and like it's healthy to burn body fat, but in moderation, and you're burning it fast a lot, and then your body be like, hey, like we're running out of body fat stores, and understands that. And it slows the process of burning body fat down. So boom, hit it with 3 feet day, and it's like, wow, we have to metabolize 4,000 calories. We have, really like, and it's like, okay, we're good. It's just like it tricks it. So it is healthy to hit those once in a while, but I didn't earn it. I've only been cutting for a month. I didn't deserve like a big cheat day like that. That's on me. Especially because the weekend before it was my baby shower, and I cheated that weekend, and I still lost 20 pounds this month.
Oh, that's good.
The first 10's probably water, 15's water. No, like 5 to 10's probably just water weight, all the extra carbs.
Yeah, but when this year started, I was losing weight like
significantly.
Quite a bit, because I don't know what my maintenance calories were, probably like 3,000, a little more above, and I went down to 1,800 calories a day.
Yeah,
and I mean getting up my protein, like getting all my nutrients and whatnot, but like I was losing a good 3 to 4 pounds a week.
That's insane.
And then I found out a little bit after that, they're like, oh, that's not a healthy amount of weight to lose. And I was like, but then it was like, unless like,
I think it depends on how much body fat you have.
It is if you're feeling like crappy. Like if you're losing all this weight and feeling like shit, then it's not good. But when
do you feel good actually being in that big a deficit? Like you never feel great. You don't feel amazing cutting. Cutting sucks. Cutting's the hardest, and I can't wait to so your journey so far has been the same as mine. I took 6 months off, but I've never worked out bulking yet. Yeah. So me and you both don't know what it's going to be like to actually be able to like eat and lift. We both go in there a little fatigued, not enough probably carbs to lift, and we have to go work out on low energy.
I'm excited to bulk. I'm gonna try and clean bulk though.
That's what I said. I want to try to clean bulk too, because I want to get down to 10% body fat this time. Last time, did I show you the picture? Did you see? Did you go down on my Instagram and my videos?
I think
I got down to 12 or 13%.
Oh yeah, it was after a water fast. Yeah,
after a water fast. Yeah, I want to do.
Looking good.
I want to get down to 10% body fat, and then I want to come out of it the right way. Like I feel like the right way to come out of a cut is like, at least from what ChatGPT told me this time around. Yeah, it's like, if I'm at 1,700 calories. Then do that for a week, stay there for a week at 10%, so you're like closer to 9, and then the next week 1,800, next week 1,900. Last time it was cut water fast, 5-day water fast, or I made it 3 days or whatever that time, 3 or 4 days, whatever it was, water fast. Bachelor party, straight next day, drinking 20 beers a day, partying, So I went from that's like 5,000 calories a day. Just like, and I blew up and got fat, and I gained so much weight by the time my honeymoon was over. Yeah, from that 1 month period, I gained so much weight back. I didn't even look like the same person I was when I started, like when I did the couple days before my whole wedding event happened.
Crazy.
That it just, I think, was like, that's why I didn't go back to the gym. I think I went 2 or 3 times, and I was like, I'm going to get back at it. I was just defeated.
Yeah.
I'm a hard gainer. And there's dudes that just get on freaking steroids, and they can eat whatever the hell they want and get lean and stay lean. And I'm just like, it's just defeating. But that's what's going to make us a lot better, down there. And if I've thought about it, getting on gear. I've thought about getting my blood work tested, like, just to hope I have low testosterone. But, like, the real me doesn't want low testosterone. I want to naturally, like, be. Yeah. I just think I'm a hard gainer. I think I gain really easy, which is hopefully going to be sick for us when we bulk, because we're naturally a little heavier set boys. Mm. So that should also mean that we put on muscle a lot easier than a lot of these other guys. The cut's hard for us, but the bulk should be sick.
Oh, yeah. Because I'd say I was always, like, a little naturally stronger.
Oh, me too. I always felt stronger, even though I was fluffier than everybody else. I felt like I knew I was stronger physically. Like if I had to, like, carry something, lift something, it was like, Connor, come pick up this and move this for me. Like, that was the brother I had, like, or whatever. Like, it's just, I was a little stronger. I think it's gonna be sick for us.
Like, maybe, I don't know. Like, I feel like I might have lost a little bit of muscle mass, but yet I still beat my previous PRs. Like bench press, my last PR. Oh, I guess my first PR was 200, and then my last PR that I did a couple weeks ago, so I'm like, I got 225. 2 plates.
Are you tracking your protein?
Yeah.
Are you tracking your carbs and fat too?
Mm-hmm. All through ChatGPT.
Not me. I track. This is what I do. 17. Like, this is how I track. Really simple. Calories, protein. Don't care what everything else is. And could I probably have more energy if I did it right? All I literally track is 200 grams protein. Check. 1,700 calories maximum. Check. If I eat, say, 800 calories. Because 800 calories worth of the leanest form of proteins, 200 grams of protein is 800 kcals in a lean form, just roughly. It doesn't even matter what protein it is. If it's the lean 99% lean ground beef, it's going to be about 800 calories for 200 grams protein. Yeah. Right? So say I ate that. I don't care if the rest of it was freaking donuts. I don't give a shit I don't care about the fats. That's probably not the right way to do it, so I can have the right kind of energy to lift, because there's a right way to. But it is too much for me. I just want to calories, protein. I'd rather just suffer than.
I mean, I would say I'm not as strict on the carbs and fats as I probably should be. I definitely focus more on the calories and protein.
That's the most important part.
I do try and get a little bit more carbs than I did, because when I was doing those 75 days, I was like almost like super low
super
carbs.
Flat. You felt flat. Everything was flat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so like just hitting my calories and my protein, the other things just end up balancing out, as long as I'm picking like the right food choices to hit those calories and protein. So like the chicken.
Well, how many calories a day are you doing?
So right now I'm doing 2,400, around there, 24, 25. Still.
What do you think your like your base metabolic rate is?
Ooh, I don't know.
Like, what do you think your why can't I think? Been cutting. Yeah, your maintenance weight, your maintenance calories.
Maintenance calories. I want to say.
I don't know why I couldn't think of that.
Probably around 3,000 now. I don't know.
You think it's gone up?
No, I don't know.
Or you think it's gone down?
I feel like it's gone down.
It will. Oh, okay, yeah, it definitely goes down. You're no longer carrying 70 pounds. Yeah. It's a lot of, like, with just little movements, it takes a lot more energy.
Hmm. Where was it at?
Have you always been at the same amount of calories? Like, have you slowly been tapering into less calories? So
I've actually been increasing my calories a little bit more, because of, I was losing the weight super fast, and
I love it. Lose the weight as fast as you can. I agree. I literally think that, because I guarantee you're a hard gainer. I guarantee you'll be able to gain muscle faster than you can lose fat. So I don't recommend this to everybody, but I did 1,100 calories. And I was at 200 pounds. I wasn't a little dude. I was 200 pounds. I'm 5'11", 200 pounds. And I was doing like 1,100 calories, 200 grams of protein for a month straight. I cut 19 pounds in my last month of my cut. That's a lot of weight after cutting, for 7 months, a year straight, almost 7 months to a year. First 3 or 4 months was really inconsistent.
Yeah.
But like the last 7 months, I was locked the F in. You know what I'm saying? I was really locked in. And at my last month, I lost 19, almost 20 pounds in 1 month. Oh. It's 5 pounds a week. It's a lot of weight to lose.
Oh, yeah.
And I was doing 1,100 calories a day, and I only lost maybe 2 pounds of muscle in that month. Because I was eating 200 grams of protein still. 99% lean ground turkey, baby. It was like rubber. 2 tablespoons of the leanest salsa I could find. 4 carb counter tortillas, corn, always better. I was at 1,100 calories a day, bro. And I would wake up, pound a 99% lean ground turkey, or I intermittent fasted, but first meal, 99% lean ground turkey. Second meal, pound a 99% ground turkey. Boom, that was it. Ice bath in the evening, sauna 30 minutes, running 5 miles in the morning with a 50-pound vest, walking. She thought I was crazy. I walked go to Walmart and get my steps in my freaking 50-pound vest, dude.
I seen your video. You went up the Dixie,
throwing up
the stairs. I done that once. I didn't do it with the 50-pound vest, but it was still even. It was
how
still
many laps
hard.
did you do?
Just one.
Dude,
it just got up to the top and
shout outs to all the freaking stair climber women, dude, because I got laps doing that, and I did it in 9 minutes and 30 seconds, top to bottom, with my vest. I timed it, and I got
just one time up down.
Up down, because I parked at the bottom, and walked up. Yeah. So I did up down 9 minutes 30 seconds, and I went up, and then the lady was coming down right as I started going up, so we passed each other. She came back past me, and by the time I was going back down, so it's like she got like a lap and a half on me.
Jeez.
And I stood there at the bottom of the stairs for like a solid 10 minutes. I couldn't walk back to my truck. I was so gassed. I thought I was going to die. Gosh. 100 degrees. I thought I was going to die. And she's just going and running on. I'm like, shout out to you, because I couldn't. Yeah. No. Not even my peak physique, peak fitness, when I could run. Like, no.
Golly.
Never. We should do it. Let's go do it together. Let's push ourselves.
Ooh, I'm not a very big runner.
I hate running. That's why I made myself run.
I got to push myself to do it for sure. But yeah, I've never been a good runner. I ran a little bit when I was playing soccer back in middle school.
You played soccer?
But
maybe when you're
a year.
When you're younger?
That was about it.
Yeah, no, I could never play soccer. That's like I couldn't just run back and forth. Chasing the ball. Like, I just couldn't.
I was on defense, so I didn't run too much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I don't know anything about soccer. I'm like the least educated.
Yeah, my brother was always the athletic one and played football, soccer all throughout high school and whatnot. And then I was just in my room playing video games.
Yeah, that's insane.
Staying up until like 4 a.m.
But I was just partying. I was just a loser. I was up partying, being dumb, doing dumb shit, drinking. Started smoking when I was 14 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started smoking cigarettes at 14. It's just dumb shit, right? Like, so I wish I would have played sports. I feel like after seeing what I could do, applying myself when I'm 25, I'm like, imagine if I would have started trying to get healthy young.
That's what I'm saying too.
We could have been beasts,
dude,
bro.
Would have been freaking shredded by now if I started way back when. Oh my gosh! But no, I was focused on other things.
Do you love the journey? Yes. I hated the journey. I feel like I was, but maybe that's why I cut so hard so fast and I was willing to do it, because I didn't enjoy the journey that much. This time around, I feel like I need to learn to love the journey a little more and not be so worried about what I'm going to look like at the end.
Yeah. It's like, I would love to jump at the end, but like, that's something that I've heard and I want to apply in my own life, is that like after you reach your goal, like what is there after that? Like after
bulking, getting big, and cutting again.
Yeah, there's you create another goal, and I want to apply that into like my life, like the journey of having a job, having some sort of income to provide for my family and whatnot. Like I want to. Like right now, I want it to be here. I want it right now. But I'm like, I need to take a step back and just like enjoy the process right now. Enjoy the chase, and and because once I get to that, like I'll need to find a new goal. Like, and another thing is, people want all of their problems solved, but once you solve those problems, you're just gonna have more problems.
You'll create on the journey of solving problems. You'll create more problems. Yeah, that's how it works. And you're just
always gonna have more problems. Like way back when, all of our problems, like, oh, my mom's always getting on my ass. I always got to do this. These are my problems now. Oh, I want to be older, so I don't have these problems. Now like, I got more problems. Now I got to worry about rent. I got to worry about job.
Your problems are life or death. It feels like now, not just like annoyance versus happiness. Yeah,
success or fail at this point.
Yeah, swim or sink, big dog. Crazy. I feel that, bro. The thing is, I think my best trait besides talking is my unwavering confidence in myself, of knowing that like if I set my mind to it, I know I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like, that's my one super, super awesome trait. I feel like it's like, I know that, like, I know if I just stick to what I'm doing, I just keep plugging away at the things I'm doing, I will get the things I want. I do feel that way about myself. Yeah. Like, I have no doubt that I'll become wildly successful and rich. And that sounds arrogant, but I just, like, I know if I just keep doing the right things, I will be. I hate reading. I freaking hate reading. I hate reading. I hate reading. And guess what I had make myself do? I don't read. Because I hate it.
Audiobooks.
I freaking make myself sit down and listen to freaking books because I hate it. I hate reading.
Audiobooks.
And I hate listening to the freaking books, dude. I'm like thinking about other things while I'm listening. Like, I don't even like or retain anything. But it's just for the fact of, like, I suck at it and I hate it. I make myself do it.
You might. That's how I got
And I feel like that's how you get so much more successful is, like, knowledge. Knowledge is what creates success. Nothing else.
Yeah.
There's no skill that you can beat anybody at. You want to become a great salesman, you learn it. You know, and you can learn how to, like, become, like, I listened to the book How to Win, or how to Influence People and Win Friends.
Yeah.
You want to learn how to freaking become a good salesman, learn how to be a better friend. That's all it is. You're befriending somebody. If they trust you, then and they somewhat like the product just a little bit, they trust you, they're gonna buy. That's sales. It's trust. Sales is a transfer of trust.
I need to learn those skills.
You could do it. Why not? You would have you would be a killer. I come across I could be hard to like sometimes. You know, I'm loud. And some people, like some of the older people, I can you know, but sometimes I get a lot of hand, and I just like you would sell for more of like a very like chill, like very education. Like sometimes it works really well when you're selling the key benefits and features, and you're selling based off the fact of like, and you're smart too. You listen well. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. And I'm still learning that. I need to listen more than I talk sometimes. You know.
I feel like I've been surrounded with a lot of people who talk. So I've learned to sit back and listen. Yeah. And then there's my wife. Some things just go in one ear and out the other.
It's all right.
My mom is a big. She doesn't yap, but like she yaps, but it's a lot of it is very informational and like stuff that like good to take in and whatnot. So
totally, bro. That's freaking yeah. I don't know. Everybody has like different skills and talents. But like I feel like again they can't be earned. It just takes some people a lot longer to earn them.
Yeah, I mean my job, a lot of it is very. So I'm a cook. I'm not gonna say where, but I mean you already know where. But
I think I remember.
Yeah, just for video.
Off camera we'll go over it.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm a cook, so everything's just like it's muscle memory, everything. So I don't really gotta use my brain to do what I wanted to do my stuff. So a lot of the times I'll stick in an earbud and listen to whatever.
Are you like a lead cook?
I would say I'm.
What would that? What's the top cook in a restaurant called again?
The head chef. But okay. I mean, it's not that type of restaurant. It doesn't have a head chef, sous chef, one all that like that.
No.
It's just we just have cooks back there.
Yeah.
I've been there the longest out of all the cooks, and like everybody comes to me for everything. So I guess I'm the head of the kitchen without being the head of the kitchen there.
You don't get paid to do someone else's job?
No.
But they look at you with like some level. They obviously look at you with like a much higher level of respect. You earn that. That's something you can earn. You earn that. Time. Time's everything.
Mm-hmm. They always, my managers will always come to me, and like if the other cooks need to be told something, they'll tell me to tell them. So I'm like, all right. But I mean, I guess I'm also the highest paid cook. But I mean, I've gotten to a cap, and there's nothing really more that I could do there. But it's became just so comfortable, and I hate it, and I want to go somewhere else and be able to grow more. But right now, it's like the whole thing, like if I go to somewhere else, I guess I'm not able to find something that will bring me the income that I'm at right now. All I need to take a pay cut is what it keeps coming to my head. That's stopping me from leaving that.
The best trait's fake it till you make it, I feel like. Find a good job, take it. What's the worst happens? You get fired? You're not good enough that you didn't think you could actually figure it out. Mm-hmm. And nowadays, I feel like anybody can figure out almost any job. Without school or with school. Mm-hmm. Like, if I'm sure, like, if you're not if you're a tax professional or a doctor, or there's a lot of like decently high paying jobs, like, you know, your management skills. You don't have to like lie on your resume like, oh yeah, I've managed for 10 years. Like you can tell them like, yeah, I'm the number one chef of this kitchen. I've ran this kitchen forever. Like I know how to manage other chefs. I know how to teach. I know how to engage with them. I know how to lead from the front. I know how to help them stay on task. I know how to stay productive. You could go and sell that.
Yeah.
Now you go sell yourself to a much nicer, maybe not your spot's not nice, but like some chefs, there's Michelin star chefs that just started off at Taco Bell or wherever they start. You know, they started somewhere, and now guess what? They're working in some Michelin star restaurant in Vegas, making $500,000 a year just being a chef. Not just being a chef, but you know what I mean. Like being a chef.
Cook.
You don't want to cook?
I don't want to cook. I mean, it's cool and all. And like way back when, I was like, oh yeah, I want to be a chef when I grow up. But I've had my fill of it, and I want to do something else. I'd love to do this for a living.
Influential.
I'd love to do this for an
leave an impact. Yeah.
I would love to entertain. I think I might have said it during the ice bath video. Was that like? I keep referencing way back when, but yeah, way back when.
It's our story.
I was always looked at as my brother's younger brother. Like, oh, you're Chesko's little brother, aren't you? And I was like, yeah. So like, I guess that's kind of built this thing inside me where I want to be known for my own name, and I want to be, I want to be known. You know, I want to be known for myself.
You will be known.
I want to inspire people.
You will inspire people.
Yeah.
Just the only thing that's stopping you from doing it, like what you're doing now and actually doing it, is just two words. It's I want or I will. Mm-hmm. It's not even. It's one word. It's I want or I will. I will do it. I know that. Just know that. Have an unwavering confidence that if you set your goal to this, make it be known that you will do it. Mm-hmm. I don't care if people laugh at you. Tell them you're gonna have a fucking yacht one day. Straight up. Look at them in the eyes like, I will have a yacht because maybe you don't want a yacht. Maybe you don't care. Maybe like, I will lead a youth group, a 2 million people youth group to this, whatever your influence wants to be, right? Just fucking set a huge, crazy goal and then actually do it. Just chase it. And then let the years go by of nothing happening, or your slow growth. That people don't see slow growth. They don't watch slow growth. Yeah. People want to see like, oh, you said you're going to do that. And then one day it's just going to show to them like, damn, he's really doing that shit. Yeah. I'm not even there. I'm still telling people like I'm gonna have a yacht. You just watch. And like we'll see. Said that 5 years ago. I will. Yeah. Just watch. I'm 25. It takes a long time. We're 23, bro. How 23? 22. 22 years old, bro. And he's like, you're doing great shit, bro.
Appreciate it.
You're in your own spot. I had roommates. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're doing great shit. You will do it. You want to entertain? You will.
We'll do it.
I will entertain people. I know I will. Say that. Yeah. I know I'll entertain people. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I know everybody will love this. I know everybody will
Why
love
not?
Me.
Why not? Yeah. You don't got anything that those people don't have. They don't have anything that you don't have. You're no different than them. Even better a little bit. You're not bought. You're yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're not paid by the puppet masters that are controlling media. You know, if you have a free voice and a free mind, you can have everything that you need to do it. You can do it, bro.
It's slow right now, but I'm trusting the process. We've been at it for. This will be episode 39, so 39 weeks straight so far. More to come too.
More short form content, twice a day, 3 times a day, 4 times a day, 5 times a day. Like that's and I'm still and that's me just preaching to the choir because I'm more or less even saying that out loud to get myself to because I'm the same way. I need to post a lot more short form.
I need to as well. I'm always like. I need to get on my own ass about it, because like I'm like I go about my day and I'm like, oh, I haven't posted something today, and it will be like 3-4 days, and I'm like, there's still nothing, and so I just need to. I really like no matter what it is, the most dumbest stuff. Like I just need.
I saw a clip, and sorry to cut you off. I saw a clip. And it's a streamer saying like, you want to get more views streaming, like you want to get more people consistently watching your stream. And I feel like it applies to podcasts as well because it's hard to like catch an audience in these lanes, but when you do, it's their loyal audience. It's a more important audience, right? Yeah. But he was like, if you want to get more of an audience, spend 30 minutes on your live stream, just clip farming, just doing the dumbest shit and clipping it, and then turn your stream off and post clips. Same thing. Not for podcasting, the same thing. It's got to be just like clip farming every little like anything that could be even the slightest second of interest. The whole podcast is interesting, obviously, but so you could literally clip. You could clip out for. We've been going for. What does that say now? almost 2 hours.
30 minutes, 39 minutes.
That at 60 seconds a piece, there's 104 there, 120 different clips. Post every.
And like
you could. It's a lot of work though. That's a different kind of beast. Like, cause I don't even know. I was gonna ask you, how do you match the voice to the video? Does it take this like?
I'm very talented. No,
it takes a steady hand.
I figure it out. Like before we started doing video content, I was like, oh, I don't know. I finally sat down one day. I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make this a video podcast as well to make it that much more entertaining, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I figured out ways that I could edit the videos, sync up everything, and CapCut desktop version has made it so much easier. Everything is very, very easy to do in that. So
see, I'm like the least tech savvy person in the world. Well, it's bad.
If you need someone to edit content,
we'll work
potentially.
On that. Oh. We'll work on that. Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely work on that. Like. Yeah, I don't know. I posted a lot of videos over the years. A lot of clips.
Yeah.
And nothing. And then last year, within this last year. And I even stopped doing that. I don't know why I stopped. I had so much traction. Million views, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 on Instagram, Facebook. I went from 1,000 followers to 7,000 followers in 1 month. And then I just stopped posting.
Damn.
It's like the gym. I don't know why. I just it's like that's a bad habit that needs to die hard. Is like getting into something and then just like not committing or something. Now I'm like, dang, I really wish now I'm still getting views like 4,000, 8,000, 10,000, but it's nothing like million. It used to be 400,000, 500,000. And then it's like my content's no better, no worse. Just lost traction, but. Like TikTok, I'm struggling. TikTok's tough, bro. 400 views, 300 views, 200 views, 100
TikTok is tough.
0 views,
Currently, my best is probably on YouTube Shorts. That's probably where I'm getting my most views at.
What's that? How many views on that bad boy?
I mean, it's still not too much, but I guess my most recent YouTube Shorts are getting like a good 1,000 on average.
That's freaking sick, bro. So, see, your average is higher than mine. I can't average high. I'll get 30,000 views on YouTube. I got 500,000 views on YouTube. You know what that equated to? 500,000 views on a YouTube short. I think I got 8 subscribers. It just doesn't, that's how, just for reference, I posted a video on Instagram 2 years ago, 15 million views, 200,000 likes, maybe 30 followers. 30 followers. Yeah. That's crazy. No one follows you anymore.
I know.
I don't know what it is.
Swipe. That's about it.
But the thing is,
even then, they look at it.
The thing is, with streaming and
I would love
long
to get
form
into
content
streaming.
like this it's it takes a lot longer to grow. I feel like a lot harder to grow in this. But your audience is truly your audience. If they're there to watch you for the 2 hours, they're locked in on you. You know what I'm saying? And then you can just build them out slowly. You got to slowly build this. That's how stream. Same thing. My same struggle. I'm really working on streaming.
I have everything to stream, especially games and stuff like that. I got 2 laptops or whatever, but it's just excuses of not streaming.
Yeah, why not?
I don't got the time. I don't feel like I can't get a consistent schedule. Blah, 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 blah. I just gotta do it.
Same thing. I make the same excuses,
dude.
So
it's tough.
yeah. We all want to do
your
more.
Own mind is your own enemy. Ugh.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. Yeah, it's just a bitch, is what it is. Just chasing the unknown, and especially with no results, is so tough. Now imagine going to the gym for 6 months and seeing nothing. You didn't theoretically, if you actually went and lifted for 6 months, you would even if you didn't diet or nothing, you're gonna have a difference.
Yeah.
But say in some fantasy world, you actually went and worked out hard for 6 months and nothing changed for you. That would suck. That's tough.
What discouraged me the first few times. There was just no results, and then just this one time getting results and sticking to it.
That's how it is with this, though. It's it feels there's no results. You get a couple views, or posting a lot of videos with not a ton of traction. It's hard. It's one thing that you could do for a year or 2 years straight, and then nothing. But if you do it long enough, doesn't matter. You eventually catch the algorithm. I feel like that's true. I feel like everybody gives up. Have you ever seen that picture of the miner? It's two dudes down in the mine in the caves. Like one dug this far, and then the other dude dug all the way through, and he just gave up right before he hit the diamonds. And this guy just didn't give up, and he dug even farther than that guy, but he hit the diamonds. Like, it's just like it's always that way. And if you just keep going, and I just keep going on streaming, eventually, I think we'll do something with it. Why not? Yeah. And if I do, because I have 50 freaking people on Kick. That's it. I only have 50 followers on Kick. Is that what they call it? I don't know. If I make it, I promise you, I'll put y'all on. I'm gonna put you on straight up. I will.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any friends in the influence. Like, I don't have any friends that like desire to be an influencer.
Neither do I. You first.
So like, if you go crazy on the views, bro,
dude,
you have to help put me on.
Oh, of course.
Maybe I'll put you on. We'll put each other on.
Vice versa.
So
I always heard about networking and stuff like that. Just surrounding yourself with people like-minded. And I saw you, and I was like, I gotta get to know this guy.
Well, why not? Yeah, I feel the same way. Guy. I like intelligent people. I knew you were intelligent. I could just see it in you. Because I like people smarter than me. I'm not very smart. Like, when it comes to a lot of things, like, you know, just like standard smartness. I don't know. Like, that's not even a word. See, I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to be the dumbest person in the room. If you're the dumbest person in the room, then you're forced to learn, right? So if you put yourself in situations where everybody's smarter than you all the time, you'll just grow naturally, right? Like, that's the concept. Like, I want to network and be in rooms with like more intelligent people as well. All my friends just like, you know, pretty content, pretty comfortable, and it's like I want to get out of the comfort. So
same here. But it's all just getting.
What's your longest podcast?
This one.
Sick, bro.
Wait, no. I think my very first or my second.
I think we could definitely beat it one of these times. Me and you could talk forever. I feel like.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Unfortunately, I got another meeting right after this.
That's
so
all right.
I had to boot Scoot and Boogie.
You're good.
Anything else? Got a couple more minutes, but anything else for me?
Nope. That's it. I mean, these are all just kind of just backup ideas if I couldn't find anything, or if we.
I feel like we did a good job.
No, yeah,
it's pretty natural, right? I feel like it went really natural. I didn't like have to. Again,
for me, like, it's hard. But having someone like, that's why I love having guests on the podcast, especially talkative ones. The opposite of offensive. What is the word?
I don't know. I'm the dumb. Ask her. I'm the dumb guy.
Compliment to you. Yeah. So I love having talkative people on here because it fills in the gaps of what I can't say, because there's a lot of times where I'm just like brain farted, don't know what to say, and then it's just long pause, and I hate.
I remember. I was like, cut you off, dude. That's so bad.
You're good.
Remember way back in the pod though, and I was like, I was saying I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I was trying to make a point. My point was I want to be a public speaker. I just remember that.
Yeah.
So I was somehow, I don't know how that makes any sense, but somehow I was trying to get to that. And it was like, I'll watch this back and like, no, that's not what you were thinking. But I promise that's what I was thinking. I know I wasn't making the right path to get there, but I want to be a public speaker. I could be a really one-sided talker. And I'm sorry about that.
I can already see it.
If I am really one-sided talker, you know.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, it was awesome to have you on the podcast.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you having me. This is my first ever podcast, so I was real nervous. So I hope we did good.
No, you did awesome.
I'm gonna share it on everything too. I'm gonna clip it up. Get a bunch. Send me 10, 15 clips. I'll post them over the span. Boom. I'll clip it out. Why not?
And then you'll have to send me all the links to your social media so I can put it all in the description, all that.
Yeah,
so people
I have such a bad time like tagging people and all that. They're like, make sure you tag me after the video. And I'm like. I didn't like you guys followed me. I don't know who you guys are on Instagram. Like, I'm just posting these ice bath videos, not tagging anybody because I just couldn't find it. So my bad to anybody that I did that to. But yes, we'll get each other on all of our platforms, and we'll make sure I'll tag you on all of them. It'll be sick.
Yeah. So what's your name on Facebook?
Connor Pullman, CONNOR POLLMANN. Same on Instagram. It's just Connor_Pullman. TikTok's just Connor Pullman. And Kick, Mr. Average. I want my online, like, alter ego name to be Mr. Average. I want to, like, just presume to be average, right? And just, you know what I mean? Like, just, like, I want to do such above average things that I just, like, think Mr. Average is sick. Like, imagine, I'm on my yacht, like, Mr. Average's yacht. You know what I'm saying? How sick, right? Like, I don't know. So, all right, bro. I got a boogie. I do appreciate you having me on here. So,
of course. Pleasure to have you on here. All right. You have an amazing weekend, and I will see all all of you guys next week. Bye.